Hey everybody, what up? All right, so I'm coming up on the ending of a large project that I've been working on for 3 years, and I gotta say, it reminds me very much of when I learned to code. See, I wasn't a game developer when I started this, and I wasn't a programmer when I started learning how to code. I didn't go to school for it or anything. And I spent 3 years trying to get into the industry. And I think this game development reminds me very much of that time, because there were times throughout the process of this game where I've certainly doubted, like, why am I doing this? Like, why am I actually going through all this effort? And granted, for a lot of games, you know, this probably isn't a whole lot to look at. You know, people probably think it's not that complicated, whatever it might be. But for a non-game developer, it was pretty difficult. And there was a bug I spent actually with the water interaction system with the sand walls that I literally spent like 6 months on trying to find an optimal solution. I almost gave up the project after like a year of working on it. And anyway, that was just one example. But during my career of trying to learn how to become a developer, I was very close to quitting at one point. I basically had enough. I had gotten embarrassed in a job interview, and I'd taken off of work, and I was just like, man, why am I doing this? And I had been at that point working on development for 3 years. But luckily I didn't give up, and I actually got into the industry right after that. And I ended up making a lot of money actually in the industry. I mean, I'm not rich or anything, but I basically was able to find a lot of success, but I was very close to giving up. So with this game, you know, it's for PC and PC VR. Originally when I started working on this, I'm playing the PC version right now, but originally when I started working on this, I wanted to just do it in VR because I had prototyped this idea for many years. I think it was like 7 years or something like that. Tried a few attempts at it, even trying to make this game like 2D. I'm screwed now. My talk is not actually focusing on what I'm supposed to do. But anyway, making this game 2D wasn't going to work, and eventually I discovered like 3D is what I wanted to do. I'm screwed. But anyway, when I discovered that the game in VR is what I had envisioned. So the problem with VR though is that there's just simply not much of a market for it. And I was like, well, I guess I'll do a PC version. So the PC version was not what I had originally intended, but I did port it over to the PC, I think, rather uneventfully. It wasn't that big of a deal to do that, but this game was originally intended to be a VR game. So all that said, like, years worth of development effort to try to get to the point where I'm at now. And granted, again, like, for a lot of people this probably isn't a big deal. I'm not a professional game developer. I can't get to that damn bird. I'm not a professional game developer. And for me being a non-game developer, I feel like I'm pretty proud of how this turned out because it actually turned out the way that I wanted it to turn out. So basically at the 3-year mark, I'm now at the point where I have to decide, was all of this worth it? Because in all likelihood, the game's not going to make any money. I mean, especially when you factor in the time and effort that it took to actually produce this. But that's not the point. And I think a lot of developers, when they get into this, if they do it for the money, then it most of the time doesn't work out. And I think it just happens to be that if you're not passionate about something and seeing the project through, it's probably not going to be very good to begin with. And in this case, again, you know, maybe people don't like this idea. They don't like the game. They don't like the graphics or whatever, or the gameplay mechanics, or whatever it might be. Like, I'm not a huge gamer myself, so I didn't do a whole lot of research into like what are the popular game genres and what do people really want to play and stuff like that. I instead built what I wanted to build. It was an idea that I played at the beach when I was a kid. Still basketball on my wall. It's an idea. You know, I played this at the beach as a kid. In my head, like, I had a much more like drawn out like storyline to it. I was like pretending that it was this mad king who ran a kingdom, and every grain of sand like took serfs to like move, and basically all his advisors would be like, oh, don't build your castle near the ocean because Mother Nature's not going to have that. You're going to get wiped out and all. Anyway, in my head it was this big extravagant thing. So I think I called it the Mad King actually when I was a kid, but I would play it anytime I went to the beach. And eventually was like, this should be a video game, because I taught my kids how to play it. And it was sort of like a family tradition. We'd go to the beach and play this game. And then the name came from my daughter, who was like 4 years old at the time. She found this dead crab on the beach. And we used to have seashells on top of the castle. So when the castle melts and touched the ground, it was game over, and the king was dead and all the kingdom and everything. So that's where the idea came from. I have my birds going right through the wall. So there's little bugs and stuff that I'm catching right now. But anyway, the game from that moment on was called King Crab. So that's where the name came from. So it seems simplistic, but it was named by a 4-year-old. So that's why that is. So all that said, I have to figure out whether or not, all of this stuff was worth it. And to me it is, because I took an idea that probably most people wouldn't see through, and I made it a reality, and nobody can ever take that away from me. So I think the moral of this story is that I didn't know that I was going to be a programmer and make money when I started doing that. I didn't know if this game would be liked by anybody, it would be played by anybody, it would even be possible for me to make it when I started making it. And that wasn't the point. The point was to actually do something, because you never know unless you try. So that was the motivation for this game. I didn't intend to be a game developer. I feel like after 3 years of building this, that I can now consider myself a game developer. I chose one of the more difficult tasks to take on, in my opinion, when it comes to game development, by going both 3D and also VR, and then doing Unreal Engine with VR, which there just isn't a ton of support. So I could have taken a much easier route. I could have reskinned the game and put it on the store. I didn't do any of that stuff. I didn't copy this game idea from anybody. So for all those reasons, I'm proud of it. The shark coming. For all those reasons, I'm very proud of this game. And it doesn't matter what the success rate is at this point. I created a game, and I created what I had envisioned. And for that reason, I'm proud of it. And whether or not, if anybody plays it, that's a success. And I guess I could already say that, because a big YouTuber, this guy has 770 some thousand subscribers, or 713,000 subscribers, a Wolf in VR. He was able to pick up the demo and he played it. And I just wish I had more playtesters, honestly, because once I saw him play the demo, I'm like, oh my God, there's all these bugs. And pretty much every bug that was discovered in that demo, I fixed. And the demo I just was playing is the PC version. He's playing the VR version, but there were several glaring issues. So I'm glad I caught those in time. The game's entered into Steam Next Fest, and I'm going to release it on May the 14th. It's pretty much done. What you've seen is the demo level. You're going to have to contend with not just the nature, the waves, the environment, but also there's going to be hazards like you saw. There's turtles, horseshoe crabs, seals, walruses, all those things. We'll try to go after your castle and take your king out. Whether or not I end up doing more from there, I don't know. I want it to be multiplayer. It's not multiplayer currently. The wave system, that was difficult to figure out. It's a custom-built wave system that was written in C++. And the thing about that is that there's no such thing as curling waves when it comes to fluid simulation. So I would love to have curling waves like you see at the beach, but it's simply just not possible. The amount of processing power that has to go into the water system, it runs on your GPU. Unless you're doing something like actual animation, like cinematography type things, you're not actually going to get curling waves. And anything that you do see in video games like that, it's not actually fluid simulation with buoyancy with collisions and things of that nature. So for anybody that might be like, oh, I wish the waves looked a little bit more realistic, that's about as good as I think you're ever going to get for right now anyway. Hopefully something else comes along, but that was the best I could do with what I had. So yeah, the game is going to consist of a bunch of different levels. What you saw there was the demo level. There's levels where, like, there's a beach house level and the house will flood, and you can use certain items to your advantage. There is boats. I'm actually working on a surfing aspect, which is like that's difficult, by the way. Try to build actual surfing on fluid simulation. Very, very difficult. I paid an artist to come up with my capsule, so I feel like the capsule's a little better. He kind of threw in the logo. I didn't put a ton of thought into like actually creating a logo, but it's better than what I had, in my opinion. I think the thumbnail that he came up with, like, he drew this like from actual storyboard. Like, I saw it in pencil drawing and all that stuff. So it's like I love it. It's great, in my opinion. I love his eye, actually. And then it also conveys the purpose of the game. The king is there with his crown and the waves and all of that stuff. So who knows how it's going to go, but all I know is that when it comes to side projects, this one took a long time, took way longer than I anticipated, and I think I'm going to take a break from some of that for a little while and then try to figure out what my next step is going to be. But for sure, like, I have no interest in doing tutorials and things of that nature. I mean, that market has been totally killed by AI. So writing the next blog or vlog or whatever it might be, that none of that interests me either. So I'll have to try to figure out where my next interest lies. It'll probably be in game development. I have some more ideas that I definitely want to bring to life, and we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I'm curious to see what happens at Steam Next Fest. The demo is available now on both PC and VR. If you have any feedback, let me know. And other than that, that's it. I hope everybody has a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.